But Kyle Kuzma showed the most promise of those young players.
Everybody that was rumored to be in the deal, I would probably value Kyle Kuzma over everybody else.
And the other two guys have health concerns. Hoping Brandon Ingram the best, returning from his blood clot, but we still haven't seen him play an NBA game since the diagnosis. Lonzo Ball ended the year in street clothes and clearly has improved this jumper, but still needs to work on it. So the guy with the least question marks was the guy that played the best with LeBron James. So like you started this show, I'm going to make sure people start putting respect on his name. They don't just have LeBron and AD. They also have Kyle Kuzma.
And the thing is do you remember just like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about, if this doesn't work out, LeBron James is going to demand a trade. The Lakers are in turmoil. What about, remember all those articles that were written and everyone talking about how the Lakers are a mess, and now things have changed. Look at the Lakers now.
Well, those were people that are going to follow the trend of my childhood idol and best friend of this show, one of my mentors, the Hall of Fame mogul. You can't fall out with Magic Johnson publicly and win. It don't matter what the argument is.
Yeah.
Magic's the answer. Magic's the answer. So when he stepped down and then he go on First Take, now everybody's throwing dirt on Rob's name.
Yep. He was the first thing he said was Rob Pelinka when he was on First Take.
What was the first thing he tweeted when the deal got done?
Great job, Rob Pelinka! Exclamation point.
Okay? And so, in fairness, and not creating a bias, because people underestimate the terms childhood idol and overinflate the term college teammate when I'm speaking. Got a lot of teammates that play in the NBA or coach in the NBA. I don't hedge my bets. I'm just saying that he did a great job doing this deal. Now, there will be people that look deeper into the box score and say, ha, ha, ha. He did such a great deal. Why he didn't make sure the Pelicans didn't do the deal till late July where he can have one full max spot versus doing the deal on July 6th where you're stuck with 23 instead of 32. Because there ain't really no max guy they can get.
And also, well, that's debatable, but the question is,
it ain't debatable.
If they put up Anthony Davis on the table, you don't wait, you don't hesitate, you say yes.
Like they did before?
You don't wait, you don't hesitate. You do it.
You do it.
You do it immediately, especially without giving up Kuz. Kuz is probably their best young prospect.
And here's the other thing. If I have to move Mo Wagner and a couple of guys that didn't play last year to now get the max spot, what difference does it make?
I can do that. Well, let's just take a look at what the Lakers have right now, because a lot of people, like myself, are putting them as championship favorites, but they don't really have a roster. Like, they've got AD, presumably, that'll happen on July 6th. They've got LeBron James, Mo Wagner, Isaac Bonga, Kyle Kuzma, and they've got 24 million in cap space. You look at that, your teammate actually does get back to you and says, what should I do to fill out this roster? How would you answer that question?
The roster is filled out. They got 2 top 5 players, and they got Kyle Kuzma. You got money to spend. You go pay Danny Green. You go pay Patrick Beverly.
I would love Pat Beverly.
You build out depth on the bench, get you another big. Anthony Davis, when it's time to close games, is going to be at the 5.
Yeah.
LeBron James is going to be playing power guard at the 4. Kyle Kuzma is going to be playing the 3. They're going to be out there. Like, this is not brain surgery, okay? There will be people willing to sacrifice funds to go play with them. They're going to have some second-round picks that they can fill out the roster.
Second-round picks, veteran minimums. That's what they're going to do. It's going to be veteran minimums and second-round picks.
It just because we're going to talk about the Lakers because they have 16 championships in the storied history, and now they're rightfully relevant. But you can say that about a handful of teams. We don't know what their roster's going to look like.
Sure.
Toronto don't know what their roster's going to look like if Kawhi leaves.
No one knows what they're about. Half of the NBA right now doesn't know what their roster's going to look like.
The Warriors,
the Sixers,
the Warriors don't know what their team's going to look like. So we overplay this in thinking another way to try to slander Rob, as opposed to just saying, Genie Bus, we kind of take back saying that your franchise was in dysfunction, I guess Linda Rambis kind of knows what she's doing, right?
So look at them now.
How about you got to put some respect on their name now? How about that?
You mentioned Danny Green. You mentioned Pat Beverly. Pat Beverly seems like an absolute perfect fit. They need defense and they need shooting.
That's what I do.
What other players do you think would be a good way to fill out this roster?
Not fantasy basketball like I keep seeing people throw out there. You mean to tell me Kyrie Irving will leave Cleveland where he's leading the league in shot attempts per game? Leading the league, shot attempts. Playing with LeBron James. To go to the Boston Celtics. Okay? And he was unhappy in both places. To now come to LA and be the third best player
He's not doing that.
and stand in the corner.
He's not doing that. They don't need that. Like people talk about Kemba Walker too. Like I don't even think that's even a good fit.
And I'm gonna flip it and put it in the mirror. I said Kyrie ain't gonna stand in the corner. So what do you think LeBron gonna do when Kemba out there cooking hot pick and roll AD? Can we spot up in the corner?
No, that's not what LeBron James does.
Okay.
You need Pat Beverly. Dribble the ball up, pass to LeBron. That's what you need. Dribble the ball up, pass to LeBron.
Correct.
That's what we need.
Correct.
We don't need a scoring
You need
point guard.
tights. You need, and I'm not, and this is independent of their contractual situations. You need types. You need to wait to see if Kawhi Leonard's gonna shake loose and get to the Clippers. Because you know what domino that means? That means they're gonna lose Lou Williams. That means they're gonna lose Montrezl Harrell. See, that's why you gotta be patient. 40% of the league is free agents right now. This is musical chairs. When KD gets hurt and Clay's gonna miss part of the season, Harrison Barnes like, I'm opting out. Al Horford like, I'm opting out. Because now it's new money in the game. And we're gonna look at all of the top guys and say where they're going, but that's now gonna set the table to when teams are now gonna do their rosters, including the Lakers, including the Warriors, the Celtics. What's gonna happen with the Sixers?